Hello, all you magnificent people, Turbo the Magnificent here, and today we're back to the Terraria modded series. So, got a bit of crap to talk about. So, the first thing is that I recently discovered that the Tremor mod, at least I'm pretty sure it was the Tremor mod, was corrupting my world for some reason. I don't really know why, but basically this world got corrupted. Twice, actually. I managed to fix it both times. Somehow, just copy-pasting the world file was able to corrupt it. By the way, if you don't know, if your world file gets corrupted, I mean, like, the file itself got corrupted, not like the world got entirely covered with corruption or something like that. What I mean is, the world file just broke, so I wasn't able to open it at all. For some reason, just copy-pasting the world file and opening the copy worked. I don't know why, but it did. The only downside is that every single one of my modded items was gone. The only things that were safe were the things in my piggy bank and the things in my inventory, so thankfully I did keep the boss summoners. But all the furniture and crap was completely erased. All of the modded items in the chests are all gone. So, yeah. I then went and rebuilt all of the furniture and platforms and crap in my house, and then the world got corrupted again, and I lost it all. So, that was a bit of a motivation killer, and that's kind of why it's taken so long for me to get back to this. I recently, actually just today, spent about an hour and a half just remaking all of this. I decided to go with gold furniture because I was recently invaded by pirates. Didn't really get anything cool from them. I'll show you the one or two new things that I did get from them. And I didn't actually get all this furniture from them. That's ridiculous. But basically what I did is, because I got corrupted and lost so many freaking items, I got this thing, which is, I think the creator is JopoJelly. Pretty sure that's the person who made this. This is Cheat Sheet. Basically, you can spawn in items, NPCs. It has a recipe browser. It's got a whole bunch of freaking awesome things. So basically, how this is going to work from this point on is, because I've lost all these things, I don't remember everything that I've lost, just because it was so much stuff. So basically, anytime that I come across, that I, like, go, oh, I'm gonna go craft this thing, I definitely have those material, and then I'll run over to materials chest, open it up, and go, no, wait, I lost that. Then, at that point, I'll just open this up, search for the item I need, and give it to me. Yes, it is cheating, but technically, I'm only gonna be giving myself the items that I already had. If I didn't have the items, I'm not gonna cheat those in. I'm only gonna use it for things that got deleted. So, because that just, it's gonna take forever for certain things. So, yeah, that's how that's gonna go. Also, finally added some windows and baseboarding to all of the rooms and stuff down here. Quite happy with all this. Got some dye for my armor and crap. Got some wings. I don't know if I had those in the last episode. I don't think I did. So yeah. In this episode, we're gonna be fighting Cryogen again. Big Eye Joe, Cosnix the Beholder, I think his name actually is, but I'm gonna just keep calling him Big Eye Joe. And we're also gonna be fighting the Destroyer, because during all of this preparation, I was actually attacked by the Destroyer, and I just fought him with this thing, which, by the way, I've decided I can use now, because, I don't know, I should probably wait post-mech, but I'm having a lot of trouble, so I'm just gonna use it. It's pretty alright, it's not crazy overpowered, it's just, whatever. Either way, I got attacked by the Destroyer while I was doing all this preparation and stuff like that, and just fought him with this thing without an arena or potions or anything, and almost won. So, we're definitely going to be killing the Destroyer in this episode. Hopefully, we're probably gonna be killing Cosnix, and hopefully killing Cryogen. Also got some titanium armor, and I'm up to 70 defense, so stuff does way less damage to me. So this should be a lot better. Also, I came prepared with potions, and all that stuff. By the way, these platforms right here, I just want to quickly point out, these are not actually golden platforms, they're honey platforms. I didn't know they existed until I started doing this, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the stuff I got from the pirate invasion. So, this right here is the greedy magnet. Basically, if you throw something on the ground, if it's on the screen and you take this thing out, then the items will fly to you. Very, very cool. Gonna be keeping that on me for a while just because it's useful. Really useful. Especially in the underworld if stuff falls into some lava or something like that. I also got this thing, which is a cannon. Basically, it fires cannonballs that explode, and it's kind of cool. I got something called a yo-yo called the Pirate's Booty, and it makes people drop more money or something. I don't know. I got this thing, a demonic pitchfork. It does that. I'm probably going to be using that for the destroyer fight, because it's just really powerful. That's pretty much all I got. I think I got, like, one other thing that shot, like, bouncy lasers, but it sucked, so I sold it. Oh, yeah. And this is the last thing I got. It's a yo-yo that shoots lasers. Because why not? I got it from a probe, because it's called the probe. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to go fight Cosnix. Should be a lot easier. Also, I guess while we're going down there, I should mention that last episode I got pretty freaking mad at these bosses, Cryogen and Cosnix. And I feel like I have to sort of apologize for that, because I really sort of bashed the mod makers for... I basically just called the bosses trash, because they were... I don't know what I said, just like 100% BS bullet hell bosses that were dumb and awful. When in reality, they're pretty decent bosses. Like, there's nothing really that bad about them. I'm just forgetting the fact that, like, I'm used to the default bosses, which I have fought hundreds of times for literally hours on end. So I have so much practice against the default bosses, so I just know how to fight them. And then I can't beat these bosses first try, and that just made me angry, because I'm used to beating bosses first try, because I'm used to fighting those bosses. So, yeah. Cosnix, I think, is okay, I guess. I have expanded the arena a little bit to hopefully combat his ridiculous clouds of raining insta-death. No, that's the only attack I don't really like of his. Let's fight, Big Eye Joe. Get out of here, you. Oh, frick. Hold on. Oh, I wanted to... Okay, whatever. I was gonna summon the waifu, but I don't have the, summons necessary. I could technically use the cheats to do that, but I'm gonna not, because that's cheating. Okay, so, music off. Let's fight Cosnix for real this time, and let's freaking win. Gonna use buffs, we have way more defense. It's just so much better in everyone. Let's go. Frick. Was not expecting. World has been sundered with an abundance of lodestone. Great. I don't know what that means. But basically, I guess that's New War. I was not expecting that second phase. Holy frick. What did we get? Mythical Beholder Staff. Summons a beholder to lay waste to your foes. Oh, occupies 2 minion slots. God dang it. That freaking... It sounds amazing, but I need 2 slots. And that sucks. I wish there was a reforge that you could put on accessories that would give you more slots, but that'd be kind of overpowered. And Demonic Thermogenic Impaler. Holy frick. Left quick swings the blade, igniting enemies. Oh, so it's a sword and a spear. Oh, and it's an auto-swing spear as well. That's freaking cool. Cool, so... and it does quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot. I really like the look of this item. That's freaking amazing. And it gives them an odd sort of debuff that does 3 damage over time. Interesting. Not sure how that works, or why it's a thing. Get stabbed. Cool. Well, I'm gonna fight him again real quick, and then we will move on to probably the Destroyer. I don't know. Depends on what time of day it is. Alright, so we got the exact same drop. That's a little annoying. Kinda was hoping we would get something else. Oh well. So there we go. That was Cosnix the Beholder? Still don't know if that's his actual name, but there we go. We did it. We got a fantastic Beholder Staff. Let's see what this does, because I freaking want to see. Summons a Beholder. I don't know what I was expecting. Destroyer. Frigate, yeah. Let's go fight the Destroyer. I want to go see how well this guy does, and we should annihilate the Destroyer, honestly. Should be a pretty easy fight. Is that it? Is that all he does? That's a bit depressing, honestly. I kind of was hoping he would be way more powerful. Oh well. Still don't really enjoy that boss, even after I've beaten him. I don't know. There's just something about him that I don't really like. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, because I'm pretty sure it was the Tremor mod that was corrupting my worlds, I've removed it. It's out of the series, so any Tremor mod items you wanted me to get or something like that, or bosses you wanted me to fight, they're gone. So the Cog Lord and I think it's the, what is it, Motherboard will not be fought in this playthrough because they're gone. They're not in the playthrough anymore. So yeah. Yeah, thought I'd get that out of the way. We gotta hurry, though. We don't really have too much time. Let's just fight the Destroyer. Okay, so I think it's safe to say this sword is a little bit broken. A little bit broken when fighting the Destroyer. Probably should have done the second fight without it, because that was a little bit ridiculous, honestly. This thing pierces far too much. I don't remember when you're actually supposed to be able to get it. I don't think Pow Pow has balanced this sword yet. I mean, the mod is very work in progress, so I doubt he has, but whatever. So we got some strange plating. Pretty sure this is used for some really cool stuff. And some life-powered energy cell. Without these, the grand mechanical creations are simply nuts and bolts. Interesting. So cool. Let's go back, open some stuff up. We got a lot of probe yo-yos from that. Holy cow. Let's see what we can do. Also, let's put this up. Ah, perfect. It's actually boss-sized. Nothing terribly cool. I mean, we got a buttload of hallowed bars, which is fan-freaking-tastic, so we can finally move on. We're making progress in this video, and that makes me friggin' happy. Burst launcher. It's made with a rocket launcher, so we can't get it. Twin's Ire. Charge blast of magic that can hit the same target multiple times. That sounds freaking awesome. Oh, needs Souls of Sight, never mind. Might. Eye of the Destroyer. Unleashes laser beams at nearby enemies. That just sounds like the probe. Huh. Maybe it's better than the probe, because it shoots at enemies. Might make that, not sure. Destroyer's Rage. Rapidly fires laser arrows. That sounds freaking awesome. Oh, the black hole cannon! That's right! That's what I want. I don't know where to get the Void Heart, though. I freaking want the black hole cannon. That is super cool. So we're probably going to make the Eye of the Destroyer and the Destroyer's Rage, just because we have to. Those are super cool. Let's see. Oh, looks like Jeffrey, Darren, and Barney are throwing a party. 3 NPCs all at once. Okay, so this is the regular hallowed stuff. We have the Ponage Hammer. It's throwing or melee weapon. Interesting. We have the Hallowed Blessing, boring. Hallowed Scythe, cool, but not really. Hallowed Staff summons a barrage of enchanted swords at the mouse cursor's location. Sounds amazing. And a freaking better Clockwork Assault Rifle. I need so many Hallowed bars. First things first, we should probably... Ooh, Excalibur Short. Interesting. We should probably get the Hallowed Armor first, because we need it. And we didn't have enough. Frick on a stick. And we can't make anything else. Bugger! Okay. Well, I guess when nighttime comes, we'll fight some more things. Destroyers. I'm gonna very quickly see what it takes to make the Mega Shark, because the Mega Shark is probably gonna be a hell of a lot better than Valkyrie Blade. Frick. I put the souls away. Please tell me we got shark fins, because I'm pretty sure that's all we need. Are you kidding? Come on. Just like 5 shark fins. Did I not? Okay, didn't get the shark fins, so... we're gonna have to go all the way to the freaking ocean. I suppose we could go that way. That way's a hell of a lot quicker. Yeah, okay, let's go get some shark fin stuff. Man, I haven't been here in forever. Let's kill some sharks. Thrilling stuff. Just so thrilling. Persistent question mark. What the frick? Okay, well, we killed one. Oh! What is that? What is it? Well, let's kill it. I don't think this is like Dark Souls and it, like, would come back to... Oh! What is this? Oh, holy fudging... What's that? Great, don't kill the question mark. Summons friggin' Duke Fishron's grandpa or something. I don't know what that was. That was friggin' terrifying though. That was... that looks like it's gonna be a friggin' intense boss fight. That thing I'm kinda hoping that that thing is post Duke Fishron. Because, well, it's way bigger and way more threatening than Duke Fishron. And it makes Duke Fishron look really sad. by comparison. Okay, so apparently that was a rare creature, so it won't just show up every time, which is good, because I don't want it to show up every time, because dear god, that was the scariest thing I've seen in this game. Like, oh, that rivals the Dungeon Guardian in terms of the holy frick jump scares. That was not okay. Okay, let's go back to the regularly scheduled shark farm. We've defeated a mech boss, so now we're getting emerald tokens, and holy frick, we just got a Nimbus Rod right off the bat. Man, I remember how much of a freaking hassle the Destroyer was in our Ranger playthrough. This time, just so easy. Really shouldn't have used this sword. Emerald tokens, what we gonna get? Murderous Gunblade. Burst. Yeah, some burst. Some burst, that is. It does a lot of damage, though. Sort of. Interesting. And we got some cosmic tickets, yo! What potions can we make? Gain 4 defense for 15 seconds when hit, stacking up to 20 defense. Fudging useful. Fly up to 50% faster and longer? Again, fudging useful. And what's this last potion here? Earthen Draught. Take 15% damage all on the ground. Wow, those are some stinking useful potions. I'm gonna use those. Good. Blood Moon. That's okay. That's actually pretty good for, you know, the first time in human history. I don't know why they're this common, though, to be honest. Because sharks. 3 of them. Right off the bat. Very good. Ooh, we got a Depth Blade. That's nice. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, they're not holding back. Alright, we got the Mega Shark. Fantastic. Bugger. Not that thing again. I can't believe we gotta deal with another Blood Moon. I can't believe it. It's a little bit ridiculous at this point, let's be honest. And I've gotten like 4 more while I was doing all the prep and stuff like that. I don't understand why they're so common. I really don't. Good God. Go away. Oh yeah, we got another freaking emerald token. Light Crystal Great Bow. Ooh, that's pretty freaking sweet. That's pretty sweet, yo. Okay, let's put it away. We gotta go fight the Destroyer very quickly, because we'll fix the Destroyer. We're gonna try and use something else. Actually, we don't really have the time. I'll reforge the Mega Shark later. We don't got time. We gotta go. Yeah, it's nighttime's almost over, and by that I mean it's halfway over, meaning we gotta go. I do enjoy how this thing kills him so hard that for a couple of frames, the Destroyer actually has negative health. Shidooski. Alright, so we now have full Hallowed gear, which brings us up to 79 defense. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're going to need the Hallowed Repeater for the, thing. That requires this, yeah. At a Soul Forge? What the frick's a Soul Forge? Well, this is what we get the item browser for. Or the recipe browser for. Soul Forge. Oh, are you kidding me? God dang it. Need all of the souls for that. Frick on a stick, dude. That's just... Okay. Well, I guess we'll just... Yes. Let's make the Trigun at least. Yeah, it sounds amazing. What the frick? Well, this gun sucks. Holy... What the heck, dude? What the heck? It's so bad. It's crazy inaccurate, and it's just... What the frick, dude? Okay, I think Excalibur has some cool stuff, so we'll also get that. Is that a... It's not a material either. Gosh dang it. Okay, so Prime's Fury. Arc of the Ancients. We need Arcalis or the Enchanted Sword for that. Holy frick, I want that so bad. Can we make... I feel like we should be able to make the Enchanted Sword. I think we can do that. Let me check right. It can be made with an Enchanted Boomerang and an Iron Broadsword. Amazing. Can we make Arcalis? We can? Enchanted Sword and Gold Bar. Holy frick. That's amazing. That's really cool. I'm glad I actually figured that out. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get the Arc of the Ancients, because that sounds fudging incredible. Oh yeah, the Hallowed Staff. What the frick is this thing? Get wrecked, ducks. That thing's really weird. Okay, but also pretty cool at the same time. Ah, see, here's the thing. I definitely know we had the Essence of Alum here. We had, I think, like 12 of them. So, this is something I can get. Because... Oh, whoops. I need the, yeah. Essence. And I can get 12 of these bad boys. Because I definitely had some. But they were erased. So, yeah. That's basically an example of how we'll be using that. Okay, so that should be everything. We should be able to get Arc of the Ancients now. Yes, we can. A heavenly blade forged to vanquish all evil. All of it. That's a fudge load of damage. I'm hoping... Oh, and it's godly as well. I'm hoping this is horribly unbalanced and incredibly powerful. Whoa. That's pretty freaking cool. I like this thing. That's cool. Okay, so it shoots an enchanted sword shot, another type of sword. That's just freaking cool is what that is. And it inflicts... This is probably way too powerful, to be honest. But I'm not gonna complain. That's too cool. Alright, so, let's go fight us Cryogen. We're gonna freaking win this time. We are gonna freaking win. I think this guy is supposed to be post-mech. People were yelling at me, and apparently I am just totally wrong, and he's supposed to be post-mech, despite the fact that the Calamity thread itself says that the progression is Cryogen's supposed to come before the mechs. But, I don't know. I guess I'm just wrong. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay, great. So we're gonna have to fight a blizzard throughout all this. Or we're gonna be up a... We're in a blizzard, is what I'm trying to say. That's not good. Also, frick, there's blizzard sound effects now? How long has that been a thing? I don't remember that being a thing. Is that a mod? That might be a mod. What is that? I don't know. But I'm frozen now, and I'm ticked off because of it. Great. Okay, so we're gonna fight Cryogen in this massive blizzard snowstorm. Ugh, this is such a bad idea. Oh, the blizzard's gone. Great! Cool. Okay, so, gotta buff up. Oh, bugger. I was gonna get those, freaking, the potions. Oh, wait, I might be able to get one here. Yeah, okay, I can get 2 of them, actually. I don't really want the flight, that's not very useful, but Elixir of Steel. I'm gonna just get 2 of those right quick. And we got an S-Stock. I wonder if it's as overpowered as the Dark Souls version. Okay, so, going to try and fight Cryogen again. Hopefully this will go infinitely better than the first time. Let's find out. was so close! What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I was so close, it had like 3 health! Oh, fudge! Yeah, that'll be... Oh my god. What's causing this? Basically every single night is a blood moon. I'm not having this time. Nope, give me that. Freaking go away. I'm sorry, I can't handle it. There's too many. You can get mad at me for wussing out and crap and just being a wuss and just, oh, get through it there, Bo. It's just a blood moon. It's not that bad. You got overpowered things. You can do it. I get that. But it's just annoying and time-consuming, and I've already been recording for an hour, and I don't want to spend another 15 freaking minutes dealing with a blood moon. I've already dealt with it before. I don't want to have to do it again, so screw it. If it was an event that I could get through by killing things quickly, I would do it. But it's not. It's restricted by nighttime itself, so not happening. Let's go fight Cryogen and win this time, because we will have way more defense, way more flight time, and it'll just be a grand old time. It'll be wonderful. Fudge off! Oh my god! We'll give it one more go, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. Probably save him till after the mech bosses, like we're apparently supposed to do. I feel like this is possible, though. It should definitely be possible. I don't know why it's... We're just getting unlucky. Like, that guy, he spawned petrifying, so whenever I touched him, I would turn to stone. That's just great ABS right there. Okay, final attempt versus freaking Cryogen. Let's get it done. Buff up. Let's go. Holy freaking frick, we did it! Oh my god! That is way too hard! Oh, jeez! That should not be that difficult. Holy freaking frick. Okay, treasure bag. Got some crap. Angry Soul of Cryogen, the magic of the ancient ice is yours. Counts as wings. Oh, wow. Increase to all damage and pickup speeds, frost damage added to melee swings. That sounds freaking legit. And they just look like frost wings. Cool. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of that. Guide, where the frick did you go? Where the frick? Guide, frick. Okay, you're right there, standing in front of a clock, being an idiot. Come here, Jeffrey. Okay, what you got? Frost armor. Interesting. It's now crafted with that stuff. Moonlight. Summons the moon. Cool. Awesome. Arctic arrows. Freezes enemies for a short time. Awesome. Bitter cold staff. Fires a spread of homing spikes. Effluvium bow. Boring. Flare frost blade. Cool, I guess. Frostbark bullets. Has a chance to freeze enemies and explode into electricity. That sounds amazing. Enemies that are immune to being frozen take more damage from these bullets. Those sound incredibly powerful. Holy cow. Glacial Crusher. Just a really powerful sword, honestly. Icebreaker. Just a really powerful sword, honestly. Ice Star. Ice stars are too brittle to be recovered after being thrown. Darn. Permafrost throws ice bombs that explode after 2 seconds into ice shards on enemy hits. And Snowstorm Staff. Fires a snowflake that follows the mouse cursor. None of these sound very amazing. Frostbark bullets sound like the coolest thing you can get from these. They sound fudging incredible. I don't know, maybe Glacial Crusher will do something cool. Let's check out at least 1 or 2 of these things. Oh, we should probably open these as well. And didn't get anything interesting. Great. Ice Machine. Okay. Now we should be able to craft all this cool stuff. I'd say cool stuff. It's probably not. Glacial Crusher. How dull. It's a sword that shoots a thing. Super creative there. That looks kind of cool, maybe. I don't know. That's boring. What? I don't understand these things. I don't want to use up all of these, because I want to use a lot of them on the, These just all kind of... Okay, I'll make one last thing. Icebreaker. Okay. Okay, That does a frick ton of damage. I'm assuming it's... Why does... This has far more range than the sword. So why does it do so much more damage? That's a frick ton of damage. Let's compare the DPS right quick. So, sword with a stunning 175 DPS, and the boomerang with about 500 DPS, almost 600. That's ridiculously powerful compared to that. And the bow actually seems like it would be kind of good. It's huge, though. That's one thing that I don't really like about mod weapons, is that sometimes they're really freaking huge. I don't know, I guess we'll keep that on us, just in case. And we'll get some of those magical, amazing bullets right quick, and then I'll end the episode off, because frick, this is a long one. Okay, so... Lightning Ring sounds pretty freaking awesome, so I'm just gonna go ahead and craft that. Just shoots a lightning bolt. I mean, I figured that's what it did. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That does a lot of freaking damage. Holy cow. That's really cool. And it has a really short charge as well. Dude, that's just straight up powerful is what that is. Awesome. Okay, so, and those bullets are fudging powerful. Good. Cool. Either way, that is it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope y'all have a magnificent day. Turbo the Magnificent out.